6. I have a dog keeping me company. Simcoe, what is she doing? Go on. All right. Day 6. All right. Not really surprised by this. But hey, 1 pound. And that is okay. I'm feeling inflamed. Dude. Happy Saturday. It's weird to me that it's not 7 o'clock and the sun's already up. But empty parking lot. Time to start the work day. Richard is already here. He brought my eldest heathen child, so he's already here. Yeah, it's a family affair here at the local Piggly Wiggly. So now I gotta tap on the door, make Richard let me in. Time to go to work. Look at Mr. Hot Stuff. She's sick. I was gonna let you say hi to the YouTubes this morning.
How you doing, YouTube?
They've never seen you in your
how I look every day?
how you look every day when you're not working on cars.
Yeah,
And you're all
up. Okay.
clean up all right.
Yeah.
Breaking my fast. It is 1:30 and I have leftover chicken breast. It's cold. I just sliced it up. And some daisy sour cream. Okay, cold chicken breast and sour cream is delicious. So, you have to be strategic about your method. And I have my earbud in, so if my mouth is not moving with the video, I'm sorry. Seriously, it's so good, you guys. But also, beverage of choice for lunchtime. Yum. Alright, just got home from work. Had a little square of the Lily's bar. My brand new next door neighbors are moving in. We have not met them yet, but I have a feeling they're not going to love us. You know, the advantage of living in a neighborhood without an HOA is that we're constantly working on cars and it's noisy over here. So we'll see. Maybe they'll be great. I imagine they're not going to like our cars, though. But anyway, I did check my ketones after having my lunch. After I finished my chicken, I had about 2 tablespoons of sour cream with the chicken, and then I had 17 blueberries, and it completely kicked me out of ketosis. So we'll see how long that lasts. But yeah, the highest my blood sugar has gotten though since having lunch was 106, which is, you know, not even remotely close to a spike, because I think it was like 92 maybe before lunch, but still kind of bummed in general. But it is what it is. It's one of the many doggies. I'm outside with a couple, 3 of them. So anyway, that's the update. Don't know whether or not I'm gonna have dinner tonight. We'll see. Alright, it's been a day. It's been exciting. My AC is on, so I'm gonna talk loud enough. I also just ate, so hopefully I don't have anything in my teeth. Okay, so it is currently, let's see, 6:30. I just ate a burger with a slice of cheese on top. Well, I say burger patty with a slice of cheese on top and some mayonnaise and some dill pickles. And that's it. And that's going to be it for the day. And I'm going to drink just seltzer water until I go to bed, which is probably not going to be long. I'm so tired. There's been excitement at the casa today. You know, my poor teenager who you guys met in yesterday's video, Christian, who I'll put an awesome picture of him here in case you have not met him. Christian is my 19, almost 20-year-old, and Richard's mini-me, physically and sense of humor wise, but emotions, that is my child 100%. The kid has the worst luck. So he has, at 19, he has 2 cars. The first of which is a 76 Cutlass that's awesome. But it is currently, like, a whole lot of stuff is being done to it to completely rebuild the motor. So he bought the car that he started driving, which was, it's a Dodge Magnum, and we're all super jealous because it's a wagon and it's super cute. And it, I don't know, it's had one problem after another, so he decided that he was going to rebuild the motor in that, and he's handy. These are automotive people, he and Richard both. And so it's been down for probably almost a month that he hasn't been able to drive it. And luckily, since he lives and works with us, he can ride with us to work and everything. But obviously, being almost 20, he misses that independence of having his car. And he can't drive either of ours because stick shift and horsepower. So he's like at the very final stages of putting his car back together, and it's like every time that he gets like this close to being able to crank it, something else goes wrong. So today he was getting everything ready to connect the battery, and when he connected the battery, there's some wire that was touching something that wasn't grounded, and so the power wire that was going to the battery caught fire. So the whole back hatch was smoking and there's fire, and then Richard went back there with a shirt trying to put the fire out because I guess the shirt was closer than a fire extinguisher, so now he has a really bad burn on the tip of one of his fingers, and it's been a whole thing. So I think that we're all exhausted, and yeah, we're gonna turn it. So yes, that's been the day. Mosey, do you want to come and say hi to people? Here. Hello, darling. Can you show people how terrifying pit bulls are? Say, I am the scariest dog in all the land. I'm a terrifying monster. She's a terrifying monster. See, what she does that can kill you is, like, if you're sitting on the couch, she'll lay across you and then you, like, have trouble breathing. And sometimes she'll, like, physically hold you down so that she can lick you, and then you literally feel like you're suffocating. That's how pit bulls kill you. So, anyway, I'm going to actually go have some major snuggle time with that dog. And call it a day. I mean, it's still like the sun is still out because, you know, the time is getting all weird, and yeah, I'm done with the day. I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah, I'm gonna bring you guys along with me tomorrow on my journey to the eye doctor as an adult. That's gonna be fun. But otherwise it's the day off, so I don't have a whole lot planned. To answer one of the more recent questions, it actually was in the comments to one of these videos, and I apologize, I don't remember who asked, but question time for May I Get to Know You. Someone asked how Richard and I met, and it's funny because, like, I think I mentioned it a couple times, like, we were just kids when we got together, so I think we probably need to have a whole video on the story, but I'll try and sum it up and make it brief. So when I was 17, I was a senior in high school. Richard was 19, he was out of school, and I got a job working at Piggly Wiggly, just a part-time job as a cashier. He had put in his 2 weeks notice and was going to go move to Myrtle Beach. We live in Charleston, so he was going to move a couple hours away, and had accepted a job up there. And I had a boyfriend who was a guy that I had been dating in high school, and I started working at the Piggly Wiggly. And every time that Richard would come through my register, I don't know why, I'd get like flustered, and I don't know. It was just, it was like instantly, I think we had nerves around each other. And the guy that I was seeing was a foreign exchange student. And so he was leaving in a couple of weeks. And I remember being at work one day, and we worked the store that we worked at was about a half-hour drive from Richard's house. And he came all the way out there one day to check the schedule when I was working. And our head bookkeeper, Miss Sandra, who I still I feel like I owe so much thanks to for kind of getting us together. She said, "No, Miss Karen, it's a shame you've got a boyfriend." And I remember saying, "He leaves in 3 weeks." And like, I guess I knew already that was over and that there was a world of possibility. So we started talking and hit it off immediately, just over some interest that we had in cars and car stereos. It's funny because we were so very polar opposite. He was kind of the bad boy that got into a lot of trouble, and I was the angelic kid that never did anything wrong, and somehow that worked. But yeah, so I was 17, he was 19. This year we have been together now for 24 years. So since we were just tots. We got married 2 years later, not a shotgun wedding, because we waited another 2 years before we had our oldest. Yeah, so it's been a whirlwind, and it's funny because even though I say 24 years, it feels like the blink of an eye. Doesn't seem like a whole lot of time has passed at all. And I really, truly don't remember a time in my life before he was in it. All of that's just very hazy. So, yeah. So we met at Piggly Wiggly, and now we're back together at Piggly Wiggly. We've been doing this a long time. He's a store operator, so he runs the store, and I run the produce department. In years past together at Piggly Wiggly, we've done, he's always been a store operator, and I was, at one point, I was the head beer wench. So I ran our craft beer department and growler station and menus. I've been guest service manager. I've been scan coordinator, where I did all the price changes. So it's kind of each time that he gets his own store, I kind of end up there. That's part of the deal that he has with our owner, that I go to wherever he goes. I go and just kind of end up in some sort of position there, and that way he has an immediate ally in the store. So there were a few years there from 2014 to 2019 where we were not with Piggly Wiggly, and we opened up our own craft beer bar, which is actually is where I reached my highest weight and where I learned about keto. And then luckily we closed that down before COVID, and we were able to get back into the grocery biz. So, and the store that we work in is one of 4 owned by a good friend of ours, and so it's very small format. Like, we have everybody's phone numbers, and we know them in real life. We're not just numbers there, so it's really cool. But that's the, I guess, as abridged version as I can give you. But I think it would be great sometime to sit down and the two of us talk about how we met and our story, because it's a lengthy and fun one. So if you guys want to know more about that, y'all let me know in the comments, and I'll answer, or we'll throw Richard on here and make him get involved with answering questions too. So anyway, I'm gonna go to bed, or at least I'm gonna go and snuggle on the couch with my dogs, and yeah, that's the plan. And I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully I can sleep past, sun up, so it'd be nice. I'm aiming for 6 a.m. That's my goal, to sleep until 6 a.m. So all right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Happy May 6th. I hope the month is going well for you.
that, you know, recording and being here and reporting back to you guys it's so incredibly motivating, and it's keeping me very disciplined. And so I appreciate it. I mean, this is a huge outlet for me, and it helped to me to share it with you. So I know you might get sick of it. You might fast forward, and that's cool. That's okay. A big part of it is my consistency. So that's what we're doing. Mo, do you want to come and say hi again? Come on. You want to come and say hi again? Do you want to see the people? The people are, they're not in my face. They're in the, oh, and here's Nook. Fun fact, all of our dogs are named after varieties of hops, because we got all of them when we had our bar. So my face is all spitty. Nelson, he doesn't want to come up, but we have 4 because we're crazy people. I am a crazy dog lady. We have Simcoe, Chinook, Mosaic, who we call Mosey, or Dump Truck or Chunk Muffin, because she's a little tubby. And then we have Nelson, who is named after Nelson Sauvin hops. So they're a handsome bunch. I'll throw a picture of the 4 of them there. Our smallest one is just under 50 pounds, so we have a lot of dog in this house. So anyway, that's it. I'm signing off for real this time. Okay, rambling done. All right, love you, minute. See you tomorrow. Bye.